Over the past few years, we've seen flop after flop, failure after failure for Disney at the box office, especially when it comes to their family animated movies. Whether it's from Pixar, whether it's from Walt Disney Animation Studios, it really doesn't matter. We have seen them lose hundreds of millions of dollars. And now it's at the point where after layoffs last year, they're already reinstituting. Just a few weeks into 2024, hundreds of people being fired from Pixar as a result of their failure. And we've heard their excuses. Oh, well, you know, COVID, it just changed people's viewing habits. It's all because of COVID. Even though when something like, I don't know, Minions comes out, it makes nearly $1 billion at the box office. When you see all these other animated movies, whether it's Mario, whether it's even something like Puss in Boots' Last Wish, it's making a shit ton of money compared to the dog shit that Disney is shoveling out there. So Disney had an idea. Last month, they said, you know what we're going to do? Because of COVID, we released some of our Pixar originals, these things that would have made, you know, just hundreds of millions, $1 billion at the box office. We were forced to release those on Disney+. Well, we're going to put those back out in theaters. Disney's finally giving 3 streaming-only Pixar movies a theatrical release. Disney to release Pandemic Pixar Trio theatrically in 2024. They said this is going to allow us to recoup a bunch of money while theaters are kind of hurting. They don't have a lot of stuff because of so many delays. We're going to put these Pixar movies. We know people are going to come out in droves, and we can't blame COVID this time. Well, the first one of those to come out is the movie Soul, which did release internationally but did not get a US release. And unfortunately for Disney, this strategy has backfired. Not only did it really not make over $1 million on its opening day, which is, you know, a little bit sad, but okay. Something that's been out there, something maybe people have watched, maybe didn't have a ton of demand. But what did it make its opening day at the box office? Well, let's scroll all the way down past Mean Girls, The Beekeeper, Anyone But You, Wonka, Night Swim, all those things still beating Aquaman, sadly. The Book of Clarence, which is going to flop, The Boys in the Boat. How far do we have to go? All the way down here to Soul from Disney. $125,000. $125,000. This is Disney's big strategy to help recoup some of their Pixar losses. This is on pace to make less than $1 million its opening weekend at the United States box office. This is pathetically bad. Let's just sort, right? It's pretty bad, right? When you look at everything that's being made, there's Wish, another flop, another $200 million loss for them. That made, what, $33,000? But if we go by per theater, it's even more embarrassing. Per theater, Soul gets over 1,000 theaters, so it's not like it's not released anywhere right now. Let's go per theater. Let's find Soul. Oh, there it is. Soul and Wish, the bottom two. $93 per theater and $84 per theater. This is Disney animation at its finest, folks. It could not have gone worse for them. When they put this out there, a lot of people were thinking, well, at least, you know, they can do something, get something out in theaters. Certainly, people weren't expecting it to perform like a normal release would, but they were certainly expecting more than that. $125,000 opening day, less than $1 million opening weekend. What a pathetic failure, but it's one of many that we continue to see from Disney. This is what happens. You want to know why those two are bottom per theater average, why fewer people are choosing to go to Wish or Soul than anything else out there right now? Out of 22 options, 22 releases out there, including something that's only in 16 theaters, 100 theaters, 151 theaters, 600 theaters, people are choosing to go to these less than any others because families do not trust Disney. This is a family animated film. Both of these are supposed to be family animated films, and people don't trust Disney because of the woke agenda. They prioritize agenda and identity politics and indoctrination over actually entertaining people. Audiences and families have not forgotten that, and that is why Disney will continue to struggle until they change that perception from people. And it's not going to change until they actually change. More bad news for Pixar. Just a few days after they announced that they're firing 20% of their workforce, another couple hundred people being laid off because of Disney's failures. Let me know your thoughts about this in the comments section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.